Hi and welcome back to another Carboot haul video. So I've decided to do another. So this weekend I actually went to two car boots. Unfortunately, the one I do near the seaside have announced that they're not going to be running this year, and I understand. It was only a more smaller one, and I more actually like going there because it's a lot more chill, a lot less people after video games up. So it really didn't matter if you got there a lot later, you can normally get some good stuff. So on Saturday I went to my normal one, and today I sort of went to one on the motorway. Literally Saturday one was a bit terrible, mostly because of the rain, not because of the car boot itself. There was actually people there, but it was one of those ones, it was raining, and yeah, pretty much people weren't really putting stuff out, and stuff that was getting put out was wet. And literally I only picked one thing up, that is just Dance Dance Revolution Hottest Party 2, and it actually comes with the game and the dance mat. I picked this up for £5 and not thinking, like, you know, it's probably not that rare. I actually looked online. Seems to be a lot of listings for Hottest Party 1, but for the second one there's not a lot of listings for this variant with the dance mat. I mean, it's pretty beat up. The ones that actually were actually going for a nice little bit. I think it's because of how rare the Re is, but it's cool to have something unusual in my Re collection. So that's literally the only thing from my haul on Saturday. But I got some more stuff today, so I'm just bringing it over. This is sort of my quarantine box. I sort of tried to put things in here for 3 days or 72 hours to stop. So this one is a lot of bigger one. I do go to it. It can be a bit of a mixture, depends really who's there. This one was really good today. There was only one slight problem. There was a guy going around, and literally every time he found video games, you just buying the whole bulk up. Literally, he was just giving like bulk offers to people. So I got stuck behind him, so I kept trying to get in front of him so that he just literally wasn't thinking all the video games. But I still managed to pick up some pretty awesome stuff, even though that was happening. But I know, you know, what people like, he must have a business where he sells a lot of video games. So I'm just trying to figure out where is a good place to start, because I have a lot of things to show. I think I'll show you some PlayStation 2 games first. We've got these for like 50p. These are like really basic stuff, like Shark Tales. The lady was like 50p for a PlayStation 2 game. She had Wii Games. I picked one of them up. I'll show you in a moment. She's like 50p. Got the Scooby-Doo game. I got the Burnout game. And this is the Wii game I connected. I would normally never pick up a FIFA game, but this one is actually sealed. As you can see, has the seal. I think it still has the FIFA. Look at that, it has like a FIFA thing. I mean, it's literally probably worth 2p instead of 1p, but I thought that's pretty neat for the collections, so I collect the stuff. I like getting oddities and stuff like that. I believe this was as well a Pirates of the Caribbean, and that's pretty cool. This is a weird thing I picked up today. Don't normally always just pick up video game stuff. I picked up this Pepsi can. It usually has no top. This is sort of the 90s design. I think late 80s. Unfortunately, a bit of it's bashed. I just always really like this design. I think for a while they used to sell this sort of Pepsi throwback, and this is the cans it would also come in, this style. I'm not sure. I presume this is said the display. Unfortunately, got a bit bent, and I have some ideas how to thing it. But as a display piece, I thought that was really cool. I just always really liked the white and sort of red Pepsi. They changed the design. It's like blue cans now. But yeah, no, this kind of reminds me of me being younger. I just thought that was really neat. If I ever need to do a gag with me being in the 90s, I guess I could use that. Here's another good find. Crash Bandicoot. The fourth. I know it's not the actual fourth one because they just announced an actual fourth one. But yeah, this one was only £1. I just found it. I think it was like the only game in the whole thing. I think I checked. Yeah, it's like quite a nice thing. Just got to be careful with this can because I don't want to bend it anymore. So I've got to put that back in once we're over. So found this just on a stall. Lego Star Wars. I freaking forget which Star Wars games or Lego games I have. Always pick it up because I feel like this is the one I think has both Star Wars in it. And I'm just dropping everything now. I picked this up. This was actually £2. Literally, I really enjoyed the original Walking Dead game, the Telltale ones, And I remember this coming out at the time, and it's actually meant to be really terrible. But I actually just wanted it because I kind of like terrible games and find it quite interesting. I wanted to check it out to see if it was as bad as people said. If one's based on the TV series, while the one Telltale one was based on the comic books, the one with Clementine and Lee, that actually were really good. So yeah, no, I picked up for £2, happy with that. I mean, there's a Wii U version that's quite hard to come by, it's literally the same game. But yeah, no, I'm happy to pick that up. And oh, let's see. This is probably one of my best finds of the day. A sealed, and you can see it's sealed like properly, how it has a rotating copy of Alpha Anthology. As you can see, it has a load of the Alpha games and one of the spin-offs. So this is sealed. I looked it up, there is actually a few sealed copies, so it's not like one of these one where this is the only sealed copy in existence, or like only 3. No, yeah, pretty cool pickup. The only annoying thing is I actually do want to play this, but I'm probably not going to open it, so I have to wait to actually get another copy to keep this sealed copy. But yeah, no, that was really cool. I've only seen like one other sealed PS2 game, and I think my friend just beat me to it. And yeah, it's just very hard to find this, so it was only £1, so I picked that up as well. Right, I was trying to figure out if there anything else. Oh, I got robots. I think that was in the 50p pile. That was another tie-in thing. And I think, oh, is there another game? Right, I'm going to go through these first. I picked these up because I'm getting back into Pokemon cards, and trust me, if you don't know, Pokemon cards can be quite expensive, so if you get the opportunity to get some at a cheaper rate, this is one of the decks, theme decks. So I picked that up for £5, and I also picked these 2 up. Guy all had it on the same stall, these for £4. I really normally don't like these tins because they come up with an extra card, but they're not actually a card for the game, it's just an art. Prefer it a lot more if the card actually worked with the game, but it does have 2 packs and at £4, considering you pay £4 sometimes for 1 pack. I think I got another one. Let's have a look. And yeah, I got a different one. I got the Eevee and Chansey one. Now this is the last thing I got. I will admit, I love my Amiibos, but I do not know too much about Skylanders. And I do know that there is a very special, or 2 very special Amiibos, Skylanders, that are actually sort of a cross promotion. I think this was about the Wii U sort of time, or end of the Wii era, when they wanted to really push the sort of the Amiibos. For one of the games, they made a Donkey Kong and Bowser Amiibo, and I've always been on the lookout, and every time I see Skylanders I always look out for him and the Crash Bandicoot one. And this is actually a really annoying story. I actually bought a Crash Bandicoot one for £3 once, and literally I thought thingy yet, and then literally a minute, like 5 minutes later, the guy came back up to me and was a bit like, oh no, I'm really sorry, like my daughter accidentally sold you like the Crash Bandicoot Amiibo for, not Amiibo, Skylander for £3. It like wasn't £3. And I mean, it was kind of an awkward situation. I didn't want his daughter to be in trouble, so I said, look, he gave me the £3 back, and I gave him Skylander. But it was a bit rude because he didn't like tell me the price, so he'd be like, oh, if it's £10, like, you know, I'd probably happy to pay. It was just more the way he kind of took it back without telling me the price. But hey ho, I never saw that guy again, so hopefully I don't have to. So I have always looked in Skylanders, and I never found this, but until today I've actually found this Skylander, or one of them. Ugh. So let's see. Now the thing was, it didn't just come with this one Skylander. So this is the game it is. It's, as you can see, it has Bowser on the cover. So Skylanders Supercharge Racing. So I think it's like a racing spin-off. And as you can see, you get like a Skylander and a car, and yeah, had all the bits and bobs with it. So it comes with the actual thing to thingy the actual game with, and these are the figures it came with. So ooh. Right, So it comes with this guy, who I have no idea who it is. I'm not into the main Skylanders series. Does look pretty cool. And of course he has a car, which I believe his car is this one. And I think it's the idea you can swap cars and different things. So you sort of, if you want a different character, you have to buy the figure. And the other one it is I believe this also works as an Amiibo. Also, I think there's this accessory that does something. You put it into the game. I think you can do stuff. As I said, I never really played Skylanders. You also got this. So you may recognise the front that looks like Bowser from Bowser's like thingy from the Super Mario World. And yes, I finally found the Bowser Amiibo, and not Amiibo, Mido Skylander. I was really happy. So this works as a Skylander and Amiibo, so if you want to play it in Smash you can. Also found out there's actually 2 variants of this, and this is known as the Dark Bowser variant. So yeah, I actually found the rarer variant, so I'm happy with that. So I'm still now on the lookout for the actual normal Bowser one that is actually a lot easier to find. So hopefully, how long it's taken me to track this one down, hopefully one day I will actually find the original. Also there's the Donkey Kong one as well. And that is pretty cool. So putting him in for quarantine for now. So I'm just going to pick up now. This is the big thing I got. Oh yes, this I paid £4 for. I was really happy with that. £4, considering I really only wanted this, but I didn't want to like start separating it. So yeah, he can go nicely in my Amiibo collection once he is out of quarantine, and he actually looks really cool. Just along with his car, I like the car he's with, so it has the thing. Now this one I'm probably going to have to do a more separate video on once it's come out of quarantine. This cost £25, but I've been getting into this a lot recently. Pokemon cards. So the guy wanted £25, and I could just see from the top that literally there was probably easily over 25 quid worth of Pokemon cards in here. There's actually nothing in this tin. There's all sorts of GX cards. There's like literally a lot of Team Rocket and the Gym Leader sets from the early sets, and those are the sets I really love because that's when I was a kid and I would play the game. So yeah, I was really happy with that. There's some of the McDonald's promo cards. There's even some Tag Team Japan cards. So I will be doing another video of me fully exploring this once it's out of quarantine. So yeah, I'm actually really happy with this little pickup. It's literally just raining out there, just like it did at the Carboot on Saturday. That's literally why I only got one thing from it. So overall, after the disaster of Saturday, I actually had a really good day, a really good weekend. So I'm happy with that little find. So these will go nicely in my collection. So yeah, that's my Carboot haul. Hopefully you'll be back at it on Wednesday, and I hope you enjoy. Also subscribe, remember, if you want to see this all open, and I'll be opening those other packs of Pokemon cards once as well. So remember to subscribe, and hopefully see you next time.